I'm David Schneider, your trusted estate planning attorney, your trusted advisor. Today, we're speaking with Della Starman of Watermark Life. We're talking about long-term care insurance. And Della, I understand that there's some new California laws coming into place that affects our ability, our need to have long-term care. Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to back up just a little bit. In November of 2021, the state of Washington passed the Washington CARES Act, which was mandatory that each resident have long-term care in place or pay a payroll tax. It actually went fully in effect in July of 22. It took longer for the state to actually implement. In the state of California, we have 15 states almost mimicking what we saw in Washington, but doing a much better job. What we're seeing is exactly the same thing. It is currently being reviewed by a consulting group called Oliver Wyman, and they are reviewing multiple plans with different options and trying to make a decision this year as to which plan would fit the state of California best, and then implement that. We're thinking rolling into 2025. However, the legislation is at a point where it may not go anywhere based on the costs involved and the taxes to the residents of the state of California. It could just shut down this year. So we're getting a little bit of both. In November, if you asked me, I'd say it's a go. But in January, we were told that the task force had even run out of funds to hold meetings. So we're not sure which way it's going to go, but we're just trying to make sure that clients understand they need to be having those conversations with their financial advisors and make sure that if they want their own coverage, they have something in place before that legislation might kick in down the road.
So if this legislation were to come to pass, we're talking about the entire state needs to have a program, and now we're either going to be in the free market or we're going to be relying on a state product.
That is correct.
And what we know from some of the other areas of insurance, relying on the state product usually is a minimal, a Band-Aid at best.
Correct.
So they should probably be talking, all of our clients should be talking about this with a trusted advisor and getting to figure out what is the amount that we could comfortably afford where we're not going to be in the poorhouse. Is that the type of conversations that you're having today?
Every day. All the time. Yes, every single week. We're just trying to figure out, even if it's a layering effect, if we did a minimal small policy for somebody maybe in their 40s when we wouldn't even be talking about long-term care, but we have something in place in order for them to control what product they want, how it gets paid out, and not rely on the state. So if at another point they wanted to add the state, then perhaps they could actually layer both policies, something similar to that. There will be, they're thinking an opt-out period if somebody has their own coverage in place already, but they're thinking that that opt-out date might be closed by the time they actually make a decision of what that looks like.
So this is really not just a problem for seniors. This is something that young adults ought to be looking at.
Yes.
When they're assumably more healthy.
Yes.
And perhaps can afford to peel off, but it was likely less expensive?
Yes, always less expensive. The younger we are and the healthier we are, insurance will always be more affordable. That is correct.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is really important stuff. We've been speaking with Della Starman of Watermark Life. Della is a long-term care specialist. Della, let everybody know how they can find you.
Yeah, I can be reached at Della, D-E-L-L-A, at watermarklife.com. I can also be reached, our website is watermarklife.com. You can find my information there.
I'm David Schneider, your trusted estate planning attorney, trusted advisor. Tune back in soon to see more of these important videos, different ways that we can offer help.